Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Penn State's offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's getting ahead. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. So the Northwestern Wildcats will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer. Away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Albright. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna run it in Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Gets rid of it. With sure hands, it's Reynolds. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Albright. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired.
Oh, I'm out of space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Stone. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Wide open downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now adjusting. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back.
There he goes! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Stone. Got his man. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Turning on the Jets. Got a little space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And goes through his hands. Early had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You start with this type of field position, have to settle for a field goal. This is a big third down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Making side adjustments here. He fires to the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's going to run it. There he goes. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stone. Under fire. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Stone. Quickly to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds a little space. Wide open spaces. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't get... any room to set up a big return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Finds his tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Ballmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Anderson with the carry. Ball's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He breaks a tackle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Going deep. He makes a catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season.